Mornings are evil. Blech. Good morning to all of you. Hi guys, Retarded Genius 93 here again, Emma-Louise. So yeah, I had quite a shock. Well, no, I wouldn't say shocking, in a good way, shocking. But yeah, a really big response to my NLD video, which I posted like this time last year. And I was really surprised because considering the conditions like virtually unheard of, um, I was really, I was immensely taken aback by the response that it received. But, I made a couple of groups on Facebook just to get awareness around, and loads of people joined. I got loads of emails and friend requests and links to websites from it. And my video, the NLD video, at the last count has 1,695 views. Yeah! So, yeah, I got a really good response from it, and I'm really pleased, so yay! My leg is hurting. So I figured maybe I should make a vlog explaining, from my perspective, what the condition is about for those of you who haven't seen the video. NLD is, well, it's very similar to Asperger's syndrome. It's a form of autism. It's on the autism spectrum. And what I had to do is, before I was diagnosed, well, to be diagnosed, I had to do two tests. One was verbal, where I got asked, like, just general knowledge questions, really, and the other one was practical, where I had to do, like, all these like little puzzles, like putting stories in a sequence in the right order in like a timed amount, and putting puzzles together to find a corresponding pattern. Yeah, that kind of stuff. And the doctor told me that he thought I had Asperger's, but he told me that the reason why he thought I had NLD was because people with Asperger's syndrome had like low or average verbal scores and really high practical. Mine was one of the highest verbal scores he'd seen, and I only had an average practical score. So it was like a mirror image of what you would perceive Asperger's to be. So I looked at the condition and I found it was I just related to it and thought, oh my god, it's like trouble in social situations. I can be considered rude and inconsiderate, and I don't intend to come across as that. That's not exactly the first impression one wants to make on people. But I won't lie, I have come across as that before, and I do apologise for that. Sometimes I don't know what to say, or I will say something without thinking. Ironically, I will speak my mind and not think that through. But you said they're very intelligent, and while I don't want to toot my own horn, I like to think I do. I like to think I did quite well in school. I was pleased with the grades I got for my GCSEs and such. But I mean, really, it's a social difficulty. It was really hard for me to make friends. I was bullied a lot. I was considered a bit of an outcast. And then I moved. I moved to like the other side of England, and I made friends a lot more easily. I think because they were a lot more accepting where I live now, and I was really pleased because I'd been accepted. I mean, while there is still always going to be people out there who don't really who don't like you, like who you are. They don't perceive you as a great person. Deep down, people with NLD are trying really hard. Underneath, they're just normal people like everyone else, really. They just have like a small barrier that gets in the way, and they say stupid things sometimes, and they might do silly things, and they're not doing it to be rude or inconsiderate. They're doing what they feel is right. They have a different perspective of the world to what you might consider a normal person to have. But it was always a struggle for me because I didn't get diagnosed last year until when I just after I turned 16. So I've had over 16 years of just around that long of my parents wondering what the hell was wrong with me and what was going on and why I was teased and why I was a bit on the weird side. But now they know, and at the moment I'm not getting any help for it, but I have applied. So they're going to look into it, and luckily there are people down here where I live who have actually heard of the condition, which makes a nice change. So hopefully I can get the help. And, for all you NLD sufferers out there, or for all of you people with Asperger's syndrome, there is help available. You just think sometimes you have to make people aware of it. But at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with you. Personally, I think people with autism, sure, they have they have sometimes maybe an inability regarding social situations, but at the end of the day, they're always really gifted in some way. They've always got a field that they excel in. And I really think that they deserve as bright a future as anybody else, because they work a lot harder for acceptance in this world and for justice, etc., than a lot of us we do. People normally just get it put in front of them on a plate. We don't get that. We have to strive for it. We have to work for it, because we're not offered that, because we're perceived as different. So, I really hope that, one day everybody with autism or similar conditions gets the respect that they deserve, because they've not done anything wrong. They can't help being the way that they are. So, yeah. But no, that's my view on the matter. If you guys have autism or anything, and a similar condition, then yeah, sure, comment on the video and tell me your thoughts and what it's like. Or you could look at my NLD video if you think that you may have the condition, or if you just want to see what it is, and then you might find that you do have it. Links in the sidebar. I'm not gonna gesture to what side it's on, because this camera confuses me with its mirror imaging and whatnot. But yeah, so that is basically my view on the matter. I think I apologize if I ramble on, but I got it out of my system. And yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed the video. Those of you who love to listen to me rant and rave. So yeah, this is Retarded Genius 93 signing out.